Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. And today, I am obviously in a different room than normal. I have a new desk set up that I will be using. I'm actually on my phone right now. I could easily be doing this in the other room, but I have my a new pooter here that I'm going to be editing this on. So that's essentially the number one reason I'm even making this video, is just to try my new editing software out a bit. So I try to think of something worthwhile to talk about. You know, something easy. I figured something not so challenging to cut together. So what I came up with was I'm just going to do a quick video of my 5 favorite horror movie collections that I own. So yeah, simple thing like that. I'm going to start with an honorable mention because it is not technically a collection. It is one movie, but it's in such a cool package that I could not show it. It's the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre Black Maria collection. See the ass end of it there, see? Very neat. So what it does is it pulls open as such, becomes an even bigger semi-truck, like so. Pops out of there. Set it up here. All it has is one little movie in there. See, there it is. It's got the Texas Chainsaw 5-disc, I believe. Limited edition, 40th anniversary. So inside of it, it's got a little poster, so that's cool. It has the Blu-ray of the feature, the Blu-ray of the bonus features, the DVD of the feature, the DVD of some more bonus features, and then yet another DVD of exclusive bonus features that only came with this set. So I think there's like a 4-disc version of this without that extra bonus disc, without all the elaborate packaging. That's still pretty cool. Still the 40th anniversary version of it. But that one does not come with a bloody apron like this one does. So, I mean, can't beat that, right? Might as well wear it for the rest of the video. Yeah. So that's my honorable mention. My next one is my number 5 pick, I guess. It's only as low as it is because it's only a 2-movie collection, but it's probably my, if you average all these movies out, this is easily my favorite set. The Evil Dead 1 and 2 Groovy collection. Plus it has the Ass show. Ash versus the Evil Dead show, which I still haven't seen, but it is a very cool set. Opens as such. It has this nice little book here. Groovy. For being 2 movies, it's fairly elaborate. It's got Evil Dead 1 and 2 4K discs there. The Blu-ray discs on the next page. And then the show, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. And then this bonus disc, which I am still yet to, look. I finally got around to watching Evil Dead 2 the other day for my October video I did. And it looked fantastic. It was the best this movie's ever looked, easily. And as I've said before, I've owned it on multiple formats, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and now 4K, multiple times on most of those formats as well. So might be the movie I've bought the most copies of, I think. Evil Dead 1 and 2. Next, not necessarily my favorite franchise, but this set is too cool not to show. It is the Phantasm Spiky Ball set. Sphere Collection. There we go. That's the real name. The Phantasm Collection. This is all 5 Phantasm movies. I did an unboxing of this, which I would recommend you go watch that if you want to see a more elaborate version of this, because this thing is honestly a pain in the ass to open. I almost ripped it about 500 times trying to open it. But yeah, you got each one on Blu-ray. It comes in a fancy little box that is a book, not unlike the Evil Dead one, just, normal size case. And it comes with a little spiky ball model, as you see here, except for it doesn't have the little spikes in it unless you take it out and put them in there. And I didn't really want my, 4-year-old son having access to a pretty damn sharp spiky ball, so I just left it in the box. But the actual Blu-ray case is this right here. It's kind of on the bottom of the box right here. So not the easiest thing to open in the world, but it was too cool not to talk about. But like I said, if you want to see a more in-depth version of this, and honestly most of these things, I have unboxings of them on my channel in the past. This one I put as number 3 just based on how cool it is. Out of respect for the set. The old Universal Monsters 30 film collection. I finally opened some of these and watched them last month or so. Yeah, I've owned this for a few years and just scratched the surface of it. Now, of course, they're coming out on 4K, which I'm sure they look a hell of a lot better, but these look good too. And, for first-time watches, essentially, with the exception of like 2 of these, I don't need to upgrade them to 4K anytime soon. So, in this set, in separate cases, which I like, is the Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy, Invisible Man, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Phantom of the Opera collections. So you can buy all these separate, or you can get this in one big old fat set altogether. This thing is usually $100 and something bucks. If you're patient and you just keep your eyes out for sales, this thing will drop to around $60 or so, and that's when you want to snag it up if you're interested. But right now they might have a good sale on the 4Ks. So if you just want to kind of dip your toes into the more famous of the films, which is essentially all I've watched so far, the 4Ks might not be a bad idea when they're on sale, at least at about $30 a set. So far I've watched the Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Invisible Man, and Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think, are the ones I watched. So pretty much all the main ones except for the first Phantom of the Opera. And I want to get around to watching Bride of Frankenstein finally. But my favorite so far is The Invisible Man, because the visual effects in that movie for its time, 1933, I believe, are insanely impressive. So it's worth watching just for that. But that is a fantastic set. And these 2 are going to be obvious when I get to them. My number 2, the set everyone has and loves, the big old Friday the 13th Scream Factory collection. I mean, this type of thing will most likely never happen again. Just like what my number 1 set will be. And yeah, you can already guess what that one's going to be since this is number 2, I'm assuming. But yeah, this set, it may only be Blu-ray, but it is an outstanding set. I just watched part 2 again the other night, which has never been one of my favorite ones, but like I said, I think in my Instagram post, I typically watch these like in a marathon. So the first couple are never my favorite because it's like watching the same movie a couple times back to back. When you watch just part 2, it's definitely better than watching part 1 and then part 2 immediately afterwards. But I'm the weird Jason fan where I grew up with like the latter sequels. So I like the goofier ones. My favorite one, as far as like entertainment value wise, for some reason has always been part 5. Yes, the one that's not even Jason. Other than that, I'd say objectively part 4 is my favorite. Is the best of the films. I'm a Tommy Jarvis trilogy fanatic, I guess. I like parts 4, 5, and 6. They're probably my 3 favorites for very, very different reasons. All right, this one is the first Scream Factory item I ever bought, which I've said probably in about 700 different videos I've made on my channel. The big old 15-disc Halloween Blu-ray collection. Yes, I have the Halloween 1 through 5 4Ks now. Finally, I just got them during the most recent Shocktober sale. But as cool as those are, I still don't think they're as cool as this, like, as a whole. You got the pretty artwork. Not quite as cool as the Jason one, I'll give it that. But, beautiful nonetheless. Classic images, not so much original artwork. And there's the top. I'd show you the bottom, but there's a big scratch on it, and it makes me sad. But yeah, this one has Halloweens 1 through the Rob Zombie 2. So 10 Halloween movies, everything up to the new trilogy, which, like I said, there will never be a full collection of Halloween movies now like this, I'm assuming. The best thing we're going to get is those 8 4Ks that are coming out. The Universal trilogy will never be released on Scream Factory. It'd be amazing if it ever was. And the Rob Zombie ones, if they get released on 4K, will most likely be Lionsgate. But all the Weinstein rights bullshit going on there, who knows? I mean, so that's why, even though I have the 4Ks of the better set, I would never get rid of this because it is just too cool and too hard to find nowadays. So that's it. I'm just going to keep it simple. Like I said, this is a new thing for my channel. If you can't tell, it's my kid's playroom. There's a whole bunch, a whole bunch of toys and shit behind me. I'm going to try to deck out the back here with some posters. So it'll be horror movie posters, ass-loaded toys underneath me. That's what the new setup is going to be in here, because I got a new desk and laptop. Like I said, I could have recorded this out there where I normally do with my movies behind me, but I wanted to get a feel for this. So that's what I'm doing today. Oh, I will be on Bob's Blu-rays channel the next 2 nights, Tuesday and Wednesday, the 18th and 19th, I think. What day is it? Now I'm going to have to double check. Tomorrow we're doing a top 5 modern horror movies from the year 2000 to the present. So essentially, none of the things I just showed right now will be on that list, unless I was a huge Rob Zombie fan, but you'll have to wait and see. And the following night, we're going to do what we're referring to as a Halloween Vents live stream, where a bunch of us are going to talk about how much we love Halloween Ends, the new Halloween film. I think both of those are starting at 5 p.m. Central Time, because I'm in Central Time, so that's what I refer to. So 6 p.m. Eastern Time, if I'm not mistaken. I'll shut up now. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.